Psychologists say that before a manipulator breaks you, they put you through 6 silent tests, and if you fail even 3 of them, they choose you as their prey. The scariest part? These tests are so soft that you think it's love, care, closeness. But no, this is a hunt. And a hunter never makes noise. He watches, he measures, and when he finds the weakness, he strikes. Today we're going to expose those 6 tests, one by one, and after hearing each one, a face from your own life will flash before your eyes. Picture this for a moment. It's late at night, you're lying in bed, and your mind is stuck on one single thought. What did I do that made them upset? You're replaying your own words over and over. Every word, every sentence. You feel guilty, for no reason at all, and you're thinking, maybe I'm the problem. If this feeling sounds familiar, you're not alone. And it's not because of you. It's because of a test being run on you. And you're about to find out exactly which tests these are. But there's one condition. Listen honestly. First test. The boundary test. You're sitting among people. Everyone's laughing. Suddenly, he says something about you. The tone is light. It's a joke. Everyone laughs. You laugh too. But inside, something stings. Something breaks. You felt it, but you said nothing. Because it was just a joke, right? It was such a small thing, right? But it wasn't a joke. It was a test. He was watching whether you say no or not. Whether you protect your boundaries or not. He deliberately crosses small boundaries. Picks up your phone without asking. Wastes your time. Questions your decisions. He's testing where your limit is. And when you stay silent, he gets his answer. The boundary is flexible. Now next time, he'll cross an even bigger one. And you'll stay silent again. Because you stayed silent before too. You failed. And you didn't even know. Think about it. Is there someone in your life in front of whom your heart pounds when you try to say no? Someone whose words you're afraid to challenge? If yes, this test has already happened to you. And if it's happening repeatedly, don't call it coincidence. But this is just the beginning. The second test is far deeper. And the best people fall for it the most. Stop. Before we move forward, understand one thing. A manipulator never screams, never hits, never threatens. His weapons are so soft that you get wounded and think you fell on your own. Remember this, because the next test runs on exactly this principle. Second test. The feeling of guilt. The guilt test. Imagine you're standing in front of a mirror, getting ready. Today you're going out to meet your friends. You're happy, and from behind a voice comes. Go. I'll just stay here alone. It's fine. You don't need me. That's it. That's all it takes. Your face in the mirror changes. Happiness gone. Replaced by heaviness. You think, I'm selfish. I shouldn't go. And you stop. Change your plans. Sacrifice your happiness. And them? They smile on the inside. Test successful. They were checking how quickly you feel guilty. They were searching for that guilt button inside you. The one that makes you bend the moment it's pressed. And they found it. Studies of human behavior show that people with higher empathy fall for the guilt test first. Because good people always think, maybe it's my fault. And he turns that very quality into a weapon. Ask yourself, do you apologize every time even when it's not your fault? Do you explain every single decision you make? If yes, your guilt button is in someone else's hands. And if this is happening in every relationship, it's a pattern. Recognize it. The third test? In this one, he targets your most precious relationships. Third test. The loyalty test. Close your eyes. Step into the scene. You have that friend who's been with you since childhood. Through every hardship, every joy. The one who held you together when no one else in the world was there. They've seen your tears. They've heard your broken voice. Years of bond, thicker than blood. And now imagine, someone comes along, whispers softly in your ear. You think they want what's best for you. Every time you come back from meeting them, you change. I've noticed. That's it. One sentence. And a crack forms in your mind. Now the next time you meet your friend, that sentence echoes in your ears. You're not the same anymore around them. Something shifts. Doubt creeps in. And the manipulator? Watching silently. He's testing whether he can create cracks in your relationships. Whether you'll abandon years of bond over one sentence. He'll never say, don't talk to them. He's not that foolish. He pours poison into your mind, drop by drop, and you slowly drift away. That friend who saved your life. Today you don't pick up their call. That friend who stood like a wall for you. Today they're a stranger. And one day it hits you. You lost the one person who truly was yours. Because of someone who just planted one sentence. Tears fill your eyes. But it's too late. Ask yourself, have your close ones become fewer than before? Have you broken relationships under someone's influence? If yes, the loyalty test has already been done on you. And if in every new relationship, old people keep disappearing, then stop. This isn't coincidence. This is design. Hold on. The fourth test is the one that hurts the most, and is the least visible. Take a moment to reflect. 3 tests done. Boundary, guilt, loyalty. All 3 are soft. All 3 are silent. In all 3, you feel like you're the one who's wrong. Not a coincidence. It's by design. Now it's the fourth one's turn. And this one targets your emotions directly. Fourth test. The reaction test. There's a screen in front of you. Your phone screen. You sent a message this morning. Blue tick. Read. But no reply. Hours are passing. You keep picking up your phone. Screen lights up. No notification. Goes dark. Pick it up again. Goes dark again. Afternoon passed. Evening passed. Night came. Silence. A storm in your head. What did I do? Maybe what I said yesterday upset them. Maybe Maybe I should apologize. Maybe I should send another message. And you send it. Not one, not two, three, four. And them? They were silent. But the silence wasn't harmless. They were reading you. They were measuring how much you break from their silence, how intense your emotional reaction is, whether you lose your mind, whether you start proving yourself. Behavioral psychology shows that the pain of being ignored activates the same part of the brain that activates during physical injury. Meaning, your brain feels it as if someone hit you, and they know this. They go silent on purpose, so your heart speaks, so your weakness shows itself. And when they come back, as if nothing happened, you're so relieved you don't even question it. Test successful. Think about it. Does your peace vanish when someone doesn't reply? Do you immediately start blaming yourself? If yes, your emotions are on someone else's remote control. And if every time after silence, you're the one who speaks first, then this isn't love. This is training. You're training. Now the fifth test. So silent that you think someone is understanding you while they're collecting weapons against you. Fifth test. The information mining test. A closed room. Dim light. Two people sitting face to face. One is you. The other is them. Cups of tea in hand. The atmosphere is warm, safe. And they ask, "Tell me, what was your childhood like?" So lovingly, so gently. You think, wow, they want to understand me. And you start telling. Childhood, family problems, old wounds, fears, self-esteem, finances, everything. They listen carefully, nod their head, show empathy in their eyes. But they're not listening. They're collecting. Testing how quickly you reveal your vulnerable spots, how high your trust level is, how easily you hand over your secrets. Told too much too soon? Test successful. Now they have everything that can ever be used against you. That thing you shared in trust. One day it will become your biggest weakness. And when someone wounds you with your own words, that pain is like no other. Think, did someone ask deep questions too soon? Did someone learn your secrets and then use them against you? If yes, information mining has been done on you. And if in every new relationship you immediately tell everything, this isn't openness. This is danger. First observe, then share. Last test, sixth test, the most terrifying. Because in this one, you get cut off from the world and you don't even realize it. Sixth test, the isolation test. A long deserted road, darkness on both sides. And on this road, only one person is walking. Alone. That's you. Phone in hand. You open the contact list, but there's no name you can share your heart with. Friends have reduced. Distance from family has grown. Only one person remains. The same one, who slowly pushed everyone away. They were testing whether you can be separated from your support system or not. They never say, don't talk to them. They plant seeds. I don't think your family understands you. Your friends don't want what's best for you. I'm the only one who cares about you. And you slowly drift away from everyone. Psychologists say isolation is the biggest weapon a manipulator uses. Because when there's no one around you, there's no way to reality check anything. You ended up alone? Test successful. Think about it. Has your world shrunk? Is there only one person left you depend on? If yes, this loneliness didn't come on its own. Someone built it. And if this happens in every relationship of yours, then ask yourself who the loneliness always follows. Now breathe. 6 tests are in front of you. Boundary, guilt, loyalty, reaction, information, isolation. But before we end, there's something you might not want to hear, but you need to. The manipulator didn't learn these 6 tests from a book. No one taught them. So the question is, where did they learn them? The answer will send a chill down your spine. They learned these tests because once these tests were done on them, someone tested them too, broke them too, used them too, and instead of bearing the pain, they passed it forward. That hunter was once the hunted. Behavioral psychology shows that people often pass on the same behaviors they themselves endured. Pain is learned, then it is taught, generation after generation, relationship after relationship. This cycle doesn't stop. It keeps moving forward. And if you don't recognize these tests today, tomorrow you could become the same thing. That's the scariest part of all. Until someone says, enough. This cycle stops with me. And that's why today matters. Because now you know. Now you can see. The moment you recognize the test fails. Their test, not yours. No fight needed. No argument needed. Just recognition. This is a boundary test. I see it. This is a guilt test. I caught it. This is a reaction test. I'm not falling for it anymore. That's all it takes. Because a manipulator's real weapon is your ignorance. And after today, that weapon is gone. No test can happen in silence anymore. If this video opened your eyes, send it to the person who just came to your mind. Yes, that one. Maybe they need it right now more than you do. And subscribe. Because in the next video, we'll talk about what happens when these 6 tests are complete. What step the manipulator takes next. Make sure you watch that one. Because without it, the picture is incomplete.